Hey y'all, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have what do I have? I had a lot of nail fails is what I have for y'all. I'm going to use two Melody Susie polishes, I guess. I recently swatched Warm Light in a recent video, and I'm going to use this stunning charcoal gray, y'all. Y'all know I love me some grays. So you can save 12%, by the way, at Melody Susie using code TERRA12. This nail is just going to be an all over charcoal. Uh, and I'm going to apply the polish, cure it, and then set it off to the back. And it's going to sit there till pretty much the very end of this video. Now, I will tell y'all, I was in a lot of pain this night. So you're going to see me be wobbly and weird, and I was just sort of all over the place. And honestly, I didn't even want to do nail art on this particular evening, but I was sort of trying to take my mind off the fact that I was in so much pain with my arthritis. My shoulders were killing me, so I apologize. But this nail is going to be, oh, it's going to be a mess is what it's going to be. I'm going to use Warm Light, which is a beautiful yellow, buttercream yellow. Pardon me. This is going to be a Frenchie. This entire nail is going to be a Frenchie. And I'm going to use the yellow as my nail bed color. And you also have to excuse, I have a lot of like fuzz in this polish for some reason. But I did actually wipe down my lamps before I did this. So now I'm going to use this brand new brush. I think this is the 15 millimeter. Here's pretty much fail number one. I did not prime this brush at all. I literally just took the cap off and stuck it straight down into some damn gel polish. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. Why did you not prime this brush with base coat? Why did you not get this all revved up? I don't know, y'all. I was not at my best this particular evening. So I'm just going to use this sort of like a long-ish liner brush and try to, number one, sort of perfect. No, there's no perfecting going on. I was basically trying to just sort of clean up my little nail bed area here and also pick out some of these fuzzes that have somehow found their way into this polish. And then I'm going to apply a second coat. I really wasn't all that fussed about my nail bed being perfect because I knew I was going to go in with that charcoal gray to do my Frenchie. So here I am, wobbling in lots of pain, not caring about what my nail art looks like, obviously. But I did want to put the charcoal gray down here at the very end. And I'm going to apply the gray. I'm going to do one coat. I'm going to come back in with that. Oh, by the way, both coats of yellow have already been cured, of course. And now I'm going to use my little brush. I'm going to try to sort of, again, very loosely, I use the term perfect my Frenchie. Y'all, if you watch this, you would think I had never done a French tip in my entire life. I listen, if you're a first-time watcher and you're here to see me try to attempt to do a French tip nail, a Frenchie design, I apologize because this was horrendous. I could not, I don't know, I felt like I couldn't get my wings right. Like I couldn't get my wings, I don't know, like they weren't aligned correctly. Okay, so I did two coats of the gray, all cured, the whole thing. It just looks like trash to me. That yellow just looks like a block of cheese. I don't know what the hell was going on. Well, I do know what was going on with me that night. It's fine. Down thumbs from me. So now, on this third tip, we're going to ombre. Yes, honey, I am very ambitious when it comes to my ombres. I'm going to ombre the yellow and the gray. like no in between color. It's just gonna be these two colors, and it's fine. It was fine. So I did the yellow at the top half and the charcoal on the bottom half. I'm gonna use my Madame Glam ombre brush, which I do love so much. And I'm just gonna pretty much fly through this because y'all have seen me ombre a million times. And if you haven't, I have a whole ass playlist that I will put up here in the cards. Y'all go watch me ombre, sponge, whatever, marble, do the whole thing. So I did one coat, cured it. This is my second coat. So I'm going in now with my little ombre brush. And once again, doesn't have to be perfect because I had an entire idea for what I wanted to do on this particular nail. So that is two coats. Now, y'all, look at this glitter hippo glitter. I purchased like a huge order from Glitter Hippo 4 years ago. Okay, you guys, thinking that I could use it in my polish. No. Within half an hour, it bled all in my base. It was terrible. I also thought about using these reflective glitters because let's turn the lamps off and look at how effing gorgeous these reflective glitters are. Ooh, I can't wait to use this red in something. I do know for a fact that these are solvent resistant. However, the Glitter Hippo glitters, not solvent resistant, at least not in regular indie polish bases, you know, suspension bases or what have yous. But I have never manufactured gel polish. So I didn't know. Like, I thought, hey, let's go ahead and try to use this in, you know, a gel polish design. So, oh, hold on. Let's just look at this snakeskin glitter. Jeez Louise. Look at it. It is so freaking beautiful. And then floating lanterns is this stunning iridescent glitter. Beautiful. I freaking love these glitters. Unfortunately, they do not love me, okay? So I did put a thin coat of Melody Susie's base coat down here because my plan was to put these snakeskin glitters, like the largest ones, like the big old hex glitters, up here at the top and sort of, I guess, fade them down towards the gray, and then use the floating lanterns iridescent glitter on the gray and sort of fade that up towards the yellow base. Okay, so here I am putting all my glitters. I don't want to stack them, right? I want to keep them, I don't know, a little bit separated. And as I'm working with these, you guys, I realize something ain't right. Some of these glitters are looking naked, kind of milky looking. And then I also realized that, like, there's some, like, purpley gray jelly like color, I guess, on my yellow base. Look at this. And I'm like, holy shit, it's happening again. Ugh, these glitters are just not, they ain't built for polish base, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to wipe all this shit off. Ugh, I was so upset because I really had a whole idea, you guys. I really did. So I wiped those off. Let's start over. I don't need these. Let's move them out the way. So I grabbed this bag of iridescent glitters, which I know for a fact, if you own You Shot My Vase from my Bases Loaded Lacquer's latest Golden Girls collection, there was a polish called You Shot My Vase. I use these glitters in that polish, so I know they're solvent resistant, okay? So I'm going to use some more base coat, do like a little swoosh, you know, down the center of this nail. I am not really a fan of iridescent products unless they're over a dark base. Like, for example, this stunning charcoal gray. It is so beautiful, but over the yellow, was not really a fan, but it's fine. You know, it's fine. I had to pivot, right? I had to pivot. I had this whole idea for what I wanted this to look like, and it just didn't work out. But you know what? Here's the deal. this nail, the Frenchy nail, and the ombre nail, they were not the piece de resistance of, of these three nails. So I was like, who the fuck cares, honestly? So I'm gonna take my Frenchy nail and do basically like I almost said a rainfall. I'm gonna do a fade down from my smile line from the yellow into the gray. And when I tell you guys, hold on, you're gonna see it, you're gonna see it. These iridescent glitters on this charcoal gray are just chef's kiss. I freaking love them. And you can use an iridescent product over a charcoal gray, and it's going to give you a completely different, I don't know, look, I guess, a different look from just putting it over like a black base. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, it's sort of elevated, I guess. I don't know. So I'm just going to put I'm going to pack on as many glitters as I can and then sort of drag them down with my brush and then also drag them off of the yellow because I just was not a fan of these iridescent glitters on that yellow base color. Just wasn't any boobs. I don't care. This nail was just terrible. I mean, it wasn't totally terrible. My Frenchie was terrible and it just, I don't know, it sort of grossed me out. So here's the swirly one out of the lamp. Here's the Frenchie out of the lamp. They both look okay-ish, I guess. But here's the piece de resistance, my Mia Secret blooming gel. I'm going to use my blooming gel, okay, and go all over my charcoal gray base color because I'm going to attempt my first ever blooming rose. I know for a fact that I have done this by myself. I have definitely attempted a blooming rose design before, but I don't think I filmed it. I think I've done it 2 or 3 times just on my own in my salon off camera, and they all turned out terribly. So I was like, you know what? F it. I'm in pain. I'm just gonna go for it here. So I have the yellow on my palette, and I'm gonna take this Vetsy liner brush and I'm going to try to attempt a blooming rose design. So here's my first little C, right? My little C curvy line, which is pretty much going to be like the center of my rose, right? And I want to build out my petals. At this point, I'm already panicking because I'm like, look at that center, like petal, I guess. Like it has bloomed so much. Y'all are going to hear my sump pump. I apologize, you guys. It is so wet up here in Michigan. I can hardly flush my freaking toilet. Any boobs. Look, so here I am panicking. I'm okay, I got to get this petal on here, this petal on here, this petal on here. And but I also have the idea, I have the need, right, the want to do some little swishies down here at this end. Because I don't want, half my nail to be naked. So I'm going to just do a little few swishy petals down here. But then look at these petals down here at the bottom of my big rose. Honey, they are heading south for the winter. What is happening? So I'm like, all right, can I take some more polish? Maybe sort of try to fix this, make it look a little bit better. Fuck no, I did not. It was horrible. Hated it. Hated the whole thing. So I'm going to take some. Look at that. No, awful. The worst. So I'm going to wipe all this shit off before I cure it, of course. Wipe it off. Let's start over. I'm going to do a very thin coat now because honestly, I think I had my blooming gel way too thick. I think it was way too thick and it just literally sucked up my polish, my yellow polish, and it went everywhere. So let's do a very, very, very thin coat of blooming gel. And we're basically just going to do the same shit. I'm going to take my yellow on a liner brush, striping brush, whatever the hell you want to call it, and sort of build out my petals. I am moving a little bit more quickly because I'm feeling like, oh shit, the center of my rose is already starting to bloom. Let me just get the rest of my petals on here because, again, I do want to add some petals down at the very bottom of this tip. Oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And the thing is, you can't just, if you're happy with that, you stick it in the lamp because then you're going to cure all of your blooming gel. It's just the whole thing, y'all. It's a whole thing. So I feel like I sort of got it where I wanted it. Stick that shit in the lamp. Okay, fine. Oh, by the way, you can save 10% at Born Pretty using code BLL10. I'm going to use their clear rubber base coat to sort of encapsulate these glitters. Now, my issue was I was a freaking dunderhead and did not wipe my brush off. I also did not take a brush, it's just a dry brush, and brush off my loose glitters. So I'm pretty sure my freaking clear builder gel is full of glitter now. Any boobs, here I have this little container of accoutrement, nail gems, nail whatevers that I think I got from Shein. And I'm going to use this little rose. I don't know if you can tell, but it has a very subtle iridescence on the petals. It's absolutely freaking beautiful. Now, in real life, if you were going to apply a gemstone or a rhinestone or any sort of nail accoutrement on your nail, you would use glue. But at this point, I was so done with this entire 3-nail mani. I was like, no, I'm just going to cure this shit into the matte top coat. So here it is. Okay, look at this. Look at this. This is an eye. I'm sorry. That's an eye. If I was doing like a dragon set or some shit, that would be perfect. Not quite sure it comes across as like the center of a rose. But you know what? Here we are. Here we are. I'm also not a humongous fan of the iridescent glitter. I don't know. I think I probably should have used something else. But any boobs, here we are. If you stuck around this long, cookies, kudos, and trophies to y'all. The keyword is rose. The keyword is rose. That's going to do it for me, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.